Roblox has so many different games, some easy to play and some incredibly hard to play. So in this video I will be playing Roblox games starting from the easiest game to play before going to the most difficult game to play. So stay tuned to the end to find out what the hardest game I think is in the entire Roblox. So let's begin the video with the easiest Roblox game. So in this Roblox game, all you have to do to play this game is to just climb a tower. That's all. I'm just holding down the W key, and to collect the money you just jump. So you really only need two buttons to play this game. The W button to climb and the space bar to jump. So you can play this game with two buttons. There's no skill at all. It's just climbing, jumping and collecting your money. Now you do need to spend your money, but there's really something to think about. You just go to the wing shop and buy the next wing. So you just unlock them in this order. There's no strategy or anything. And the eggs, of course, you just buy the most expensive egg you can afford. And the only other thing you need to do is teleport to a new world once you unlock it. And yeah, in the new world I do the exact same thing. Now I'm sure you're wondering what's at the top of this tower. So let's quickly climb to the top and see what's at the top. Yeah, as you can see on the left side, that's where I am. I'm climbing really fast to reach the top. So yeah, this is officially the easiest game in Roblox. You only need two buttons. I can't believe this game, and this game is on the Roblox leaderboards in terms of players, so it's incredibly popular game. I think this server's full. Like, oh my god, there's so many people playing. Like, what is even fun about this? Okay, yeah, and once you reach the top, you get a trophy. Then we can jump back down. Yeah, so this game is it's a really chill game. You don't need to think. You just press the button and play, and that's it for the easiest game. Let's move on. So the next game we are playing is none other than the top fishing game of Roblox called Fish It. So obviously this game is a bit more tricky than the game we just saw, but it's still very easy to play compared to other Roblox games. So in this game all you need to do is to fish, yes. And to fish is really simple. Just click and let go when it hits the top, and to reel it in you just click. Now you just do this like what? A few hundred thousand times to level up. So yeah, that's all there is to this game. You just click, hold and cast your rod. Now why is this harder than the previous game is because yes, as you can see here, there's boats in this game. So you do have to drive a boat, but driving a boat is not complicated at all. All you need to do is to go forward, and yeah, you can just fish wherever you want. There is some strategy about the best spots to fish, but it's really straightforward. You just do a quick search, or even within the game it's really easy to figure out where the best spot to fish is, which is there. And yeah, so this game is really just driving your boat around and finding a spot to click your mouse. And what's even crazier is, like the previous game, you don't even have to fish manually in this game, right? Like what? You don't have to fish in a fishing game? Yeah, because so apparently they thought fishing is too complicated, and they added a button which you can turn on auto fishing, where I'm not clicking anything now. The game is literally fishing for me, right? Look, you don't even have to fish yourself. You can just press one button, the game fishes for you. So yeah, this is one of the easiest game besides the one we saw previously in Roblox. And yeah, I do feel that I have no idea how these games get so popular despite being so simple. I do hope that they add a layer of complexity in future updates, but oh well, everyone's playing it, so it must be good. So yeah, let's move on to our next game. So the next game on our list is none other than the second most popular game in Roblox, Plants vs. Brainrots. Alright, now before you say this game should be easier, this game has gotten a bit more complex with all the updates. So if you don't know what Plants vs. Brainrots is, and if you haven't played it, which you should have because it's the second most popular game, what you basically do is you plant down plants. So you can go to the plant shop to buy plants. So let's say I have a plant seed and I have a seed here, I can plant it down. Or since it's full right now, I can dig up a plant, like maybe I can dig up this watermelon, and I can plant a plant down like this. Yep, so after you plant your plants down, your plants will automatically take out all these brain rods. Of course, they are a lot of items in this game which can make it quite complicated. There's a frost blower which sort of freezes things, and there's a whole host of other weapons which you can buy from the gear shop. Then once you get the brainwash, you can just come in and collect. Now why I think this game is a bit more complicated than the previous two, because firstly you can't just plant any plants in any lane you want. There's some strategy to put your plants and like which plants to dig up. So like obviously I would want to dig up my good plants, I'll dig up my worst plants, and like yeah, I should spread out the damage across the lane so they can all clear my payments. Now the next thing is this game is a bit more complicated because you actually have to do things like the fuse machine. You need to know what to fuse as tasks which you need to know how to do it, and of course you will have to figure out how to do this. And also with the most recent update there was a bit more complexity with cards added. So like some of these cards, when the entire row is the same plant type, blah blah blah, you need to arrange your plant to synergize with the card. So I say there is a bit more strategic depth in planning and playing this game. And of course like the previous two games was literally just clicking. This game you actually have to do things and you have to think a bit, and of course that's why. However, it's not the most complicated game. That's why it's somewhere in the middle of this list. There's some complexity, but it's still generally easy to play and start out. So let's move on to the next game. Now the next game on our list is none other than the most popular game of Roblox, 99 Nights in the Forest. Now this game is actually quite complicated, that's why it ranks so high on the list. So if you don't know what this game is or ever played it, this game is basically a PvE game. So your mission is to survive as long as possible. Well, it's called 99 Nights, so once you survive until the 99th night, you essentially get a bonus. You can play longer than that, it's an endless mode, but most people don't. So why is this game so complicated? Firstly, it's not just about surviving. There's two things you need to ensure while surviving. So the first thing, as you can see, is the fire. So when you see this bar will go down over time, and of course you need to upgrade the fire to expand the map. So this bar will go down over time. So when it reaches 0, right, at night there will be this NPC called the deer that will come for you and attack you. So the deer is invincible, so basically if your fire runs out you lose the game. The next thing you need to do is to keep note of your hunger bar. So obviously if your hunger drops to 0, you immediately lose. So those are the two things. So in order to keep your fire fed and your hunger bar full, you have to go out and explore. So there's a lot of dangerous mobs that can actually damage you or make you lose the game quite fast. So this game is actually quite complicated. There's a lot of skill involved, especially if you're trying to speedrun. So there are things you can do across the map. Like the map is too small in this video, but basically there are caves where you are supposed to save children and you have to fight off wolves and bears. So as you can see, the gist of this game is really a survival game to last as long as possible. So this survival game does have a lot of depth and complexity, which I think makes it quite hard to play. So the first few times I played this, I remember I couldn't even get past the second day. I think I ran out of food and I lost. So as you can see, the fire already went down so fast. If this went to 0 and nighttime came, we will actually lose. And of course there's a whole ton of stuff you have to craft to survive and all that. So this game is really complicated. I'm not going to explain how you play this game in this video. That's for another video. But this game is really complicated, and that's why it ranks so high on this list. So let's move on to the next game. Alright, so the next game on our list, which is the hardest game in this list before the bonus one, of course, is the first PvP game we have, which is called Forsaken. So if you don't know what Forsaken is, one of the most popular PvP games on Roblox. So it's actually I think it's a 4 or 5v1. So the one player is a killer and the rest are survivors. So the survivor's goal is to just last until the round ends, and the killer's goal is to kill everyone. So each survivor, you can choose a class, and each one does something different. It's really complicated. There's a lot of strategy. And what you are supposed to do, as I am now playing as a survivor, I am supposed to just hide from the killer for 3.5 minutes, and I can repair generators like this to speed up the time. So yeah, there is some strategy to it, especially with choosing the class and avoiding the killers. Now, why I think this game is so complicated is, of course, it's a PvP game, so while the game depth might be the same as 99 Nights, 99 Nights you aren't playing against anyone, you are only playing against the computer, but in this game you're actually playing against, oh my god, you're actually playing against a view player, so that actually makes it really difficult to play. And yeah, this game is quite confusing at the start. There's really no tutorial, and some of the classes have very long explanation, like entire page of words, which is kind of crazy. So as a new player, this game is not friendly at all, and it will definitely take you hours upon hours to master it. So it's not very grindy. The classes are not very expensive to unlock for this kind of game. Like other games are more grindy than this, so I think this is still quite fair. But you're gonna waste more time figuring out how to play a class. Oh my god, the killer doesn't see me. How to play a class versus like actually saving up for the class. So yeah, this game I think definitely deserves the top spot on our list. Let me know what you think of this game, and if it's complicated enough for you. Slash, and as you can see, I can slash the guy. But now, what is he doing? Alright, I shall just wait here. But yeah, this game's on the top of the list, and yeah, let's move on to the bonus round, which I think is the hardest game in all of Roblox. Last game in the bonus round basically is the hardest game in all of Roblox. It's basically an obby. Like, this game has been around for years. I've been playing it for years, and I still haven't completed it. So why this game is so complicated is, if we look up, oh my god, can you see? I think there is 330 stages. If you see this, it's incredibly long. Like 330, right? Like no one in this server has even gotten close. Like this person is 64, which is nowhere close. I'm on 7, and I've been playing this game for a long time. So yeah, let's just see. Yeah, you see what I mean? This game is actually so difficult to play. Like, unless you specifically grind it for months, right, you won't even come close to completing it. So let me try to focus here. I'm trying to talk and play an obby, which is not actually very ideal because I might mess up my jumps. Yeah, and as I was saying, why I rank this game the hardest is because you just log into this game now, you check the server, you open tab, right, you will find someone who completed. The number of people who actually completed this is so small. You will never meet one of them unless you get really lucky. And yeah, the parkour itself, each stage varies in difficulty. Like this stage is super easy, but some of the ones can get more challenging. I think the first one was quite hard, so as we go higher you can see what I mean by how difficult this is. And I'm on the third stage and there's still so much above me. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk until I fall. So yeah, let's see how far we can go. Who knows, maybe in this video it will end up becoming a complete this Tower of Hell game. Yeah, so I forgot to mention, this game is called Tower of Hell, and I literally just lost. So yeah, this is not the only game mode. There's other game modes. There's a time mode which I prefer to play over this. So since the devs know no one's reaching to the top tower, they invented a time mode where a random selection of towers is taken and there's 8 minutes to complete it, and you'll get to race against other people. So this game mode is more fun. It's much easier, of course, and you get to try different obbies each time. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite obbies, and of course it's one of the hardest ones. And yeah, let me know what you think of this game if you've tried it and what's the furthest you've got. So that's the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and of course leave a comment on what game you think is the hardest or easiest. So that's all from me. As always, thanks for watching and goodbye.